Okay, yeah, well, I'm Clive and this is Julie, and we've been married for 50 years, so, and I think over the years we've been agnostics, haven't we? You would agree with that, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
And the reason for that is I think we find it difficult to believe in an all-seeing entity following us around all the time. And we are nature and culture people.
Yes, I'd agree with that. Yes, definitely, definitely nature. Yeah.
Shall I take that one as well?
Yes.
Yes, first.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to define him if you're not actually quite sure of his existence. So therefore, and as we said earlier, we reject him as a all-being, all-seeing deity. So God, to me, is what has ruled our life, I think, which is art and culture. Mm-hmm. I see a person, if there is a God, they should improve the planet, the state of the planet, and look at the quality of life. And for us, art and culture does that, and nature too, of course. Yeah.
And maybe if there is a God, I think perhaps maybe we're just a rehearsal, because I don't think he's quite got it right yet.
Right.
My grandmother always told me, when you're dead, you're dead. And sadly, I believe that's probably true, because I think the heart controls the body, and I think when that goes, the brain goes as well. So I can't think that there is anything else. I'm not sure about Clive.
Well, no, I think we've had previous discussions on this, haven't we? And I actually have no concept of death. I find this very confusing, I have to say. The thought that I would maybe exist on this earth for X number of years and then die and disappear and not exist anymore, I find it almost impossible to believe. So I suppose, you know, I'm inclining to a belief in reincarnation, that you actually come back as something or someone, with no evidence whatsoever. It's just a deep down belief that I have.
Well, I think people should be allowed to believe whatever they want to believe and have the freedom to do that, as long as it doesn't adversely affect other people, but sadly it seems to in this world.
Yeah, well, yes, I have nothing against different faiths. It's religion that I do actually hate. I think organised religion.
Yeah.
But people's faith, what they believe in, is their own belief, just like I think, you know, our faith
their own
is
personal.
whatever. But people who join organised religions, I worry about, particularly if it's a fundamentalist religion, like born-again Christians, fundamentalist Muslims. You know, I worry about that and the influence that it has on people in the world. But generally speaking, it's up to the individual to believe in whatever they feel happy, comfortable believing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. And the final one is the surprise question, the bonus question. If you had dinner with 5 people, who would they be and why? I mean, you don't have to justify every single person.
No.
You can just give it like a general reason for having them. But
Well, we've probably got different people, have we?
Yes, I think so.
I think David Attenborough would be a good dinner guest, with my beliefs in nature and his scientific approach to the world. Also Professor Brian Cox. I think Germaine Greer would probably be quite interesting with her views.
To be honest, there are so many people in history that have benefited mankind and the world and have made things better. and there are so many different people, and they all come from different walks of life. And I worry that if I were to choose quite a few of those, they might not actually fit, around the dinner table and for a decent sort of conversation, because some of them would be very strong. I for instance, would like to invite Lenin, but I don't think anyone else would turn up.
It might have been a big argument.
So I would sort of think in terms of literary writers like A.S. Byatt and Charles Dickens, John le Carré, Julie Meyerson. They're all literary people who write novels and have all, in many ways, influenced me. I'm sure there are many more, but I think that would probably be enough. Run out of wine too early.